2025 BMW F900R and F900XR First Ride Review. Midweight Mettle, quietly reinvented. In the grand theater of BMW Motorrad, it's usually the high-displacement headliners, the GS Adventure Beasts and S1000RR Screamers, that take center stage. But lurking just off stage are the more modest yet quietly competent performers, the F900R and F900XR. They don't arrive with fireworks or frenzied hype, but that's never been their style. And true to form, the 2025 updates for these parallel twin street bikes came in under the radar. No major announcement, no teaser campaign, just two solid upgrades to BMW's versatile middleweights that deserve far more attention than they typically get. So what's changed? Quite a bit, actually. New 17-inch cast wheels drop unsprung weight. A fully adjustable upside-down front fork now comes standard. The tail section is slimmer. The battery is nearly 2 pounds lighter. There are fresh color schemes, graphics, and a laundry list of options that only BMW could dream up. Yes, they're still the same bikes underneath, but they've clearly been sharpened and refined to be more competitive in a market that isn't short on choices. Familiar bones. Fresh attitude. Both the F900R Roadster and F900XR Sport Tourer retain their 895cc parallel twin power plant, putting out a familiar 105 horsepower at 8,500 RPM and 67.9 lb-ft of torque at 6,500 RPM. There's no bump in output, but BMW has introduced a new dynamic ride mode as standard, giving riders a bit more control over throttle response and electronics. They also now offer a factory Akrapovic silencer option, trimming 2.6 pounds and adding a touch of bark to the exhaust note. You still get the same modular steel shell frame and shared electronics package, but the changes are enough to elevate their personalities. BMW also addressed a long-standing critique: weight. These bikes have often been accused of being a little hefty for their class, and while they're still not featherweights, changes like lighter rims and battery have helped reduce the F900R's mass by 6.5 pounds. Not earth-shattering, but definitely noticeable. On paper, the R is the leaner, meaner street fighter, while the XR leans toward comfort and long-distance touring, with longer suspension travel, cruise control, heated grips, and a 1.2-inch taller screen as standard fare. Testing ground. Southern Spain. BMW brought us to southern Spain to experience the updates firsthand. It was a long, satisfying day of twisting roads, mountain passes, and seaside sweepers. I was especially eager to throw a leg over the revised F900R, having raced one previously in the aggressive and elbow-heavy F900R Cup in the UK. It was a blast then, and I was curious to see how the street version would hold up with its 2025 enhancements, tech, and price. Where BMW always shines, one thing BMW consistently nails is interface and electronics. The TFT display is crisp and easy to read. The switchgear and signature multi-controller wheel are intuitive, refined, and shared across the BMW lineup. No gimmicks, just usability. Value-wise, the R starts at $8,995, and the XR begins at $12,370, putting them on the more affordable end of BMW's spectrum. But it's a slippery slope once you start ticking boxes. Add the premium package, $1,470 for the R, $1,655 for the XR, toss in a few creature comforts like a center stand, and opt for the bold new sport livery, which costs $695 for the R and $375 for the XR, and suddenly you're in pricier territory. Our test bikes rang in at $12,450 F900R and $15,445 F900XR. Not outrageously expensive, but definitely up against some stiff competition from Japanese and European rivals. The F900R, everyday. Sport with Byte Almeria's roller coaster backroads gave the F900R plenty of room to stretch its legs. Thanks to the updated ergos, lower handlebars, and higher foot pegs, the rider triangle feels more aggressive without going full supersport. The steering is sharp, the chassis is stable, and when paired with grippy Pirelli Diablo Rosso at 4 Corsa tires, the bike delivers excellent mid-corner confidence. It doesn't flick into turns with the laser precision of a KTM 990 Duke, but it's close. and what it might lack in razor-sharp agility, it makes up for in composure. There's a reassuring solidity in the way it rides that inspires confidence at any pace. The ride modes, rain, road, and dynamic, alter throttle response and traction control intervention, while dynamic ESA, on models equipped with it, also changes rear damping on the fly. The front fork, though adjustable, is manual only. That means you'll have to set it and leave it, but it also ensures consistent front-end feedback regardless of rear settings. Braking performance is solid, with 320mm discs and Brembo calipers, backed up by cornering ABS Pro. They're not superbike spec stoppers, but they provide firm, progressive bite, and the bike remains stable even under aggressive braking. The twin-cylinder engine remains a real-world hero. It may not scream at the top of the rev range, but it delivers strong torque and usable power in the 20-70 mph zone where most riding happens. The optional Gear Shift Assist Pro makes for smooth, seamless shifts, particularly when you're on the gas. If you're chasing redline thrills, the F900R might feel a little subdued. But if you want a fast, capable, and comfortable naked bike that handles daily duties as well as weekend canyon blasts, this is your jam. The F900XR, long legs, light touch, jumping on the F900XR immediately changes the vibe. With longer suspension, travel, 6.7 inches front and 6.8 inches rear, and a taller stance, it feels more composed, more mature. You sit higher, more relaxed, with a commanding view of the road ahead. The revised adjustable windscreen now stands taller and can be moved, one-handed while riding. Combined with cruise control, heated grips, and handguards, it's a touring-ready package even before you add luggage or a pillion. And while BMW markets it as a performance tourer, the XR is less about lap times and more about effortless, mile eating. The Parallel Twins mid-range is its sweet spot, perfect for highway cruising, back-road roll-ons, and pretty much anything short of full-throttle track antics. It's a calm, confident bike that feels happy running all day long, with plenty of electronic support and comfort baked in. We didn't have the chance to test it with bags or a passenger, but it's clearly up to the task. Final thoughts. Evolution over revolution. Neither the F900R nor the F900XR has been reborn for 2025, but both have evolved in smart, useful ways. The updates bring tangible benefits without upsetting the formula that made these bikes appealing in the first place. The F900R is sportier and more responsive without losing its approachable nature. It's a great choice for newer riders looking to step up, or veterans wanting a dependable, fun daily machine. The XR, meanwhile, leans further into its touring brief, offering more comfort and versatility without adding complexity or weight. Together, they represent BMW's quiet mastery of the middleweight class. Not flashy, not over the top, just capable, well-engineered, and ready for whatever you throw at them.